Let's do the next one, which is this problem 18. We're told that the enthalpy is 2733.5 and that the quality is 1. So that means we're right here in the saturated dome. We're all the way across, 100% across the saturated dome with a quality of 1. So we're a saturated vapor. So I could write that in right off the bat. Sat vapor. Okay, so then to get this temperature and pressure, I can just find in the saturated column, the saturated vapor, I just come on down. Looks like the numbers are getting bigger until I get to 2733.5. And look, it's right there. It's exactly there. So I could report that it has a temperature of 140 degrees and 361 degrees. But that's not the end of the story. What happens, if you notice, is that the enthalpy keeps going up, and then up, but then it starts coming back down again. See that? 270. So it ends up that this is multi-valued. That's one of the reasons it made my top 20 list with regard to why I'm having you look at these. At 273.5, it appears twice over here on the saturated dome, and 273.33 would be somewhere over here between 305 and 310. So a closer look at the saturated dome for water, what it looks like is, here would be H, and this would be temperature, let's say, is that it comes over and it kind of curves back like that. So it's not a dome the way I normally draw it, but it actually does have shape to it. So that means that there are two values of H that touch the saturated vapor line here and here. Here's a better chart of the enthalpy pressure diagram. So this is a pH diagram. And you can see here's the dome. And you can see that it is, in fact, multi-valued around 2700. Here's maybe a cleaner look at it. So it's showing you here the dome, where it curves back, lines of constant temperature, and of course lines of constant pressure. Isobars would run across the whole thing, and lines of constant temperature come down, over, and down. So for this particular problem, there are two correct answers. And you might say, well, on a test, what would you do, or on a homework? Well, of course, both of them are correct. In working a process, it might be obvious which one of these that you're going to pass through. Let's say you're here and you're coming down on a line of constant pressure on a TH diagram. These lines would do something like this. This would be your isobar. Then, of course, it makes more sense that when you hit this state, you would be here rather than if you were on this isobar. So it's kind of problem specific as to what path you're on as to which one of these two would make more sense. All right, so that is number